Welcome back. I'm playing Starship Troopers Terran Command, and we're working on the Urban Onslaught. We are working on beating this campaign on the Brutal difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty setting in the game, completing all primary secondary objectives, and getting all achievements as well.
They suckered us into that station and spread out behind our backs. Ain't this city supposed to be better equipped for attacks?
Governor Govak has repeatedly ignored the city's pleadings for more protection. Seems the bugs were smart enough to exploit his failings.
Bugs got plenty in common with some of our dear politicians, so that ain't surprising. Only had the pleasure of hearing one of them squeal when you fill him with lead, though.
Easy, Major. The governor promised to bring us more material, but it's not going to get here all at once. We'll need to keep an eye out for it when more arrives.
Alright, so let's see. Defend the front line. Looks like we're going to have to be using turrets to help us here. I'll put one behind the dump truck here. So I'm guessing they're going to be coming across the bridge. I wonder if I could actually just advance it even further on the bridge. Well, I'm not sure how aggressive I should be.
Construction complete.
We've got these guys over here. Got our grenades. We've got our peacekeeper here. It wasn't terrible.
More material has...
Alright, so we got more war material.
About time. Let's see how smart the bugs look in front of a gun turret.
I'm gonna set up the turret here.
Alert.
Just to make sure everything is a go.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Because we found out how tanky those turrets were on our last playthrough.
Construction complete.
And so now we got some suppression, and we got 2 mortar squads. And then we've got more suppression. Yep, and it's going to aggro onto the autocannon, so that can tank some hits.
Damn it.
So I think this is the strategy we should do.
Alert.
Best I can spare is a couple of units to run shield for you. I prefer my troopers on the front line.
With me. Yes, sir.
I guess the question is, I don't think I'm going to be strong enough with those,
Anything broken?
just those 3 turrets to be able to hold that many guys back. So the question is how am I going to be able to push this if we got to save all these civilians?
Trooper standing by.
I wonder if I'll get more resources. And we'll throw down our flare and our grenades. Try to get some bonus damage here. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to move from this position. I guess I can try to rush it over here, because that's pretty close.
Sir, intel reports a new bug threat in our sector.
Oh great, now we got hoppers coming for us. Those are the flying bugs.
More material has been delivered, sir.
Okay, so they are going to just periodically give me more.
We've advanced to
Because
the
I'm
next
like,
battle
how the
phase,
hell
sir.
am I going to be able to push with only these amount of
Alert.
troops
Bug
here?
attack inbound.
Yes, sir.
Alright, well let's try to rush this then. And hopefully
Not a problem.
Our turrets are under attack.
we can get back to the turrets before everything dies.
Hell. The bugs are flanking us through the sewer pipes.
Our turrets are under attack.
All of Mahanagar is
Alright, we got
interconnected
that.
through those pipes, even under the canals. If an infestation has taken root in there, we could be in real trouble.
Oh god.
Bugs rolling around in stinking muck, huh? Figures.
Not so, in this case. Mahanagar is built on the most high-level maintenance system in all of the Federation, thanks to engineers like my father.
Oh, this
And
is
I
a
hope his life's work
disaster.
can withstand a frag or 2. We've got to flush out those hives.
Okay. I guess we'll start getting some reinforcements here. Oh my gosh, I'm losing everybody. Well, I guess let's just start making an army at the base. Because my old army is
Dropships
dead.
engaged elsewhere, sir.
How can we provide
But we did get to hold the line
Sir,
and get more supplies, so I guess that means it was worthwhile. Let's see. I think I'd rather
Construction complete.
have another...
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get everything set back up again. Give me a second.
Awaiting orders. Roger that.
Staying calm. Carrying
But I'm just worried if I go with the officer, these damn hopper bugs are just gonna drop them.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's do another one of these autocannons, I guess.
Sir, this way.
'Cause I think the hoppers are gonna just kill my other turrets.
Construction complete.
Yeah, look at all these guys. Holy moly. Alright, we got that. Let's repair this.
More material has been delivered, sir.
Nice. Okay, so it's going to keep allowing us to build towers.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Peacekeepers.
So maybe what I can do is use the towers down here to help
Sir,
me,
affirmative.
We're fixing to lock. Not a
Awaiting
problem.
orders. That.
or not.
Look sharp. This way. Yes, sir.
We're fixing to help. Do not.
I was thinking maybe I could set up some turrets over here, and that would be like a portion of my pushing squad
Awaiting order. Roger that.
to attack and clear out this hive. I don't know if that's really going to be an option, though. Looks like these guys, I was going to say, are strong enough to hold the line, but I don't know if that's really true. We would have lost this turret
Sir. Yes,
if
sir.
I wasn't repairing it.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Okay, how do I want to do this? Maybe I can build the turret behind
Look
the
sharp,
dump
troopers.
truck, or
This
the
way.
cement truck. That'll act as cover. It can shoot over the cover. And maybe we can try to aggro guys into there. That might be the way to go.
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete.
Look sharp,
Alright, we
sir.
got this over here.
Sir.
We've got this here.
Look sharp. Roger that. Let's go.
Yeah, we've got these guys coming for us. Yeah, see, those hoppers actually do a lot of damage against turrets. I kind of remembered that being a thing. Alright, so we're going to have to
Alert. Bug
repair.
attack inbound.
We got the Sentinel drone, which was the grenade drone, and then we have the dispersion cloud. But I hope that I'm not going to get that guy surrounded. So hopefully I won't need that. We'll build another mortar. Try to help. Holy shit. Yeah, see, they're totally killing our guys here. Yeah, it barely does any damage to the autocannon. So the autocannon must be like a heavily armored tower. And we got our little grenade drone here, which should be pretty much invulnerable to damage as long as the hoppers don't attack it. Drop a flare down here. And then you can just repair this up. Yep, that should be good.
Awaiting
We'll
orders.
demolish that because it
Attack
can't
inbound.
attack much. So let's try to put it over around the corner here so it'll be a little more forward.
Sir, this way. Let's go. Look sharp, troopers.
Damn it. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's not a good spot for a tower then if they're going to keep killing it every time. So maybe what I'll do is build it down below. I still think I'm onto an idea with pushing this with the turret. Problem is I keep suffering so many dang losses.
Sir. Awaiting orders.
Construction.
Alright, let's get you there. Let's get you up here.
Look sharp, troopers.
Let's get you there because I think I'm still going to need the suppression. Alright, we've got these guys here. It's down to one. We've got tigers moving in.
Our turrets are under attack.
Alright, let's get you here.
Awaiting orders.
Damn it.
Affirmative.
He's killed my turret again. Alright, how am I going to do
Our
this?
unit has been promoted, sir.
Alright, we got some shotgun suppression.
Awaiting orders. Sir.
Let's repair here.
Affirmative. Look sharp.
Send you
This
down
way.
here.
Broken. Not a problem.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Let's get that there. Yeah, see, the big thing is these damn tigers. I just don't have anybody that's good at killing them.
Look sharp, troopers.
Alright, we have effectively cleared out that
A unit has been
tunnel,
promoted,
though.
sir.
Awaiting orders.
So maybe I can start pushing forward.
Anything broken?
So this
Construction
is
complete.
actually slowly working. So let's get
Look sharp.
the autocannon.
Sir.
Let's throw a grenade. And then the question is, are we going to be able to get that turret up in time?
Roger that. Awaiting orders.
Yeah, I think we're going to.
Fixing to help.
I think this is gonna work for us here. Because then we can now use this to
Alert.
tank the
Bug
hits
attack
from the
inbound.
Tigers.
Construction complete.
Yep. And now we can come over here and repair these things. And
Let's
then
go.
the troopers
Roger
should
that.
hopefully be able to keep advancing forward
Look sharp.
and
troopers.
capture these
Sir.
supplies. I'm not sure if they're
Awaiting
war
orders.
supplies or
Look sharp, troopers.
something else.
Sir.
War materials? I'm not
Awaiting
sure.
affirmative.
Let's get you up here.
Sir.
Alright, yeah, this is working. I think we got a line that can hold
Awaiting
there.
orders.
We've got you here.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Okay, it is gonna let us get more
Sir, this
troopers.
way.
Tools at the ready. Tula.
So let's pull you
Awaiting
back
orders.
here.
Yes, sir.
Sir, with me.
Put you up here. And then I'm gonna have
Sir,
to
Roger that.
push to get these guys to go through.
Move out.
Look sharp, troopers.
So we'll set up some firing lines. Damn it. That's gonna be a
Awaiting
problem.
orders.
Signal good.
Because these guys are gonna struggle at killing
Look sharp,
a
troopers.
bunch of swarms like this.
We've got a unit under attack.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, let's set up some shotgun suppression here to hopefully allow
We've got a
us
unit
to
under attack.
get the
Alert.
kills
Bug
with
attack
our
inbound.
mortars. Now it is thankfully got enough range to attack there.
Fixing to help.
And then I'm gonna definitely need to get our mortar back up.
Listen up.
Damn it, we're suffering losses. These guys are moving in. Hoppers are there.
Awaiting
Let's
orders.
get that flare going. I was actually feeling pretty confident there for a
Construction
second.
Sir, roger that.
Alright, that looks good. Let's get some healing over here. Alright, we got that. Let's destroy that
Alert.
turret
Bug attack inbound.
and do another mortar. Because I think I need more killing potential. Since it's mostly ground swarms coming for me.
Construction.
And
Awaiting orders.
these guys should
turrets are under attack.
continually attack, I think.
Provide support.
Compared to the autocannon, which attacks for several shots and then overheats. And then let's destroy that. And then I can build another tower over here. Turret, whatever. Alright, we got this there. Okay,
Fixing
good.
to help.
Alert. Bug
And
attack inbound.
now,
Yes, sir.
I think we'll just focus our attention on getting this
Construction
going.
complete.
And then after the next wave that attacks from the tunnel network, I think we'll be able to start pushing on the side here and trying to clear out that hive, because that will get us more war supplies. And then we'll also get some more supplies for each one of the civilians that we save. And then that should allow us to build some higher tier units so we can start holding the line a little more effectively.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, good. So that worked.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Let's get the heals going. Get you to
Awaiting orders.
reinforce.
Affirmative.
Set up our shotgun suppression.
Sir.
Heading there now.
Awaiting orders.
Get you back
Roger
up
that.
here.
Affirmative.
Alright, I think it's go time.
Roger that.
Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to clear out this hive, which is going to be pretty challenging, I think.
Look sharp, troopers.
So, what I may have to do
Sir.
is actually try to drag them back to our allies here to help us clear them out. Because if I stand here, I'm going to get attacked by the guys in the sewer.
Awaiting orders.
Alert.
Alright, so
Bug
let's
attack
run you
inbound.
up here. Yep, let's just run.
Yes, sir.
Because he's got MK troopers and turrets, which have great range, and they also have decent armor piercing,
With me.
which should help us kill these
Awaiting orders.
tigers.
Look sharp. Roger that. Affirmative.
Alright, let's try to keep guys close enough together so they will aggro onto
Awaiting orders.
our allies. The hoppers are definitely killing our technicians here. Alright, these guys are here. We are getting our butt kicked.
Yes, sir.
Alright, we have actually cleared both of those things out, so if I can survive and push forward,
Roger that. Yes, sir.
then I should be able to
Alert.
clear out
Bug
this
attack
hive,
inbound.
because it looks like there's just warriors
Awaiting
there.
this way.
How can we provide support? Troopers, listen
Yes,
up.
sir.
Yes, good.
Affirmative.
Listen up.
Alright, please do not have anybody else over there.
Sir. Kill him. Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get you out of there.
Look sharp. Roger that.
Our war support has increased, sir.
Awaiting orders. Roger that. This way.
Alright, we got some war support,
Roger that.
so that's good.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's start freeing some of these hostages. Civilians, whatever you want to call them. Alright, so we got those guys free.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Standing by.
Looks like there's some resources down here, so let's try to do that too. Because if I can slowly get more resources, then we should pretty easily be able to hold the line. I mean, I'm pretty close to being totally self-sufficient on that side.
We've got a unit under attack.
We've got these guys
Our
here.
turrets are under attack.
Alright, that got us some more supplies. Let's get you here. Alright, let's get this up
Alert. Bug
here.
attack inbound.
We've got you guys here.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Let's try to take out this drone network.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get this to heal up.
Sir.
Our turrets are under attack.
Standing by. Signal's good. Troopers.
Alright, let's throw that flare down to get that bonus damage. Alright, so the drone network is almost totally dead.
A unit has been promoted, sir.
Alright, we now got 2 level 3 riflemen.
Listen up.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Sir. Standing
Alright,
by.
drone tower is down.
We're fixing to help. Anything broken?
Let's delete that turret, because we shouldn't need that there anymore.
Listen up.
Let's build the second autocannon to help kill the...
Sir. Affirmative.
Damn, we gotta retreat.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I can't do anything against these tigers. My riflemen just don't have the damage potential.
At the ready. I'll grab my toolbox. Listen up.
Alright, let's get you to heal.
Standing by.
You're healed.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Let's get you over here.
Sir. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Actually, maybe what I can do is hide up on this
On the move.
bridge. And I can shoot down and they'll have to path all the way across. That might give me enough time to actually
Standing by.
Our turrets are
kill
under attack.
tigers.
We've got a unit under attack.
Move out. Sir. Roger that. Yes, sir. Listen up.
Even with our low armor piercing attack.
Listen up.
Sir.
And I can throw grenades, I suppose, too.
Listen up. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Maybe this isn't a great strategy.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
This might be actually a bad idea. Well, we cleared out that area.
Standing by. Yes, sir. Sir.
Let's throw a grenade out, I guess. Alright, let's keep shooting.
Standing by.
Alright, so that's squared away. We've got this here.
Construction complete. Alert. Bug
I
attack
do
inbound.
have 2.
We're fixing to pull up. Heading there now. Sir. Roger that.
2 guys, so maybe I'll bring the officer over here because he'll at least have that grenade, which should help a little bit for killing tigers. Let's see. I don't really see any more supplies on the map, though, which is the tough part here. I've only got 1 war support, so I can't even build a good building yet.
Sir.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Because I think having some MK troopers would really help us here.
Yes, sir. Let's tool up.
Troopers, listen up.
Our turrets are under attack.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is just
We've got
start
a unit under attack.
freeing the hostages,
Look sharp, troopers.
bringing them to the base.
Yes, sir.
We technically only have to free 4 of them to complete the
Alert. Bug attack
objective,
inbound.
Anything broken?
but for our achievement we have to rescue all 5 of them.
Not a problem.
Sir.
Yeah, those hoppers like to suppress our guys here. Alright, and it doesn't count as
Understood.
collecting them until they get extracted,
Roger that. Yes, sir.
Our turrets
which
are
is
under
good because once you start to extract them, the mission actually becomes harder because they start summoning in new units to fight you.
We've got a unit under attack.
Awaiting orders.
And we don't want that to happen, especially if we're trying to do our
Alert. Bug
achievement.
attack inbound.
So what I'm going to do is just kind of collect as many of them as I can, sit on them.
Understood. Yes, sir.
Our We've got a unit under attack.
Until we've got our firing line here.
How can we provide support?
Look sharp. That.
And maybe what I'll do is bring one of them to disband, because that should get me some additional war support. That'll get me up to 2. And then I can start to disband some of these
Sir.
Look sharp,
riflemen.
troopers.
We've got a unit under attack.
Oh my god. What happens if he dies, I wonder?
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
I was not expecting you to come this way. If he dies, do I fail the mission?
Sir. This way. Roger
Alright, I
that.
think he's gonna be fine, as long as these hoppers don't get aggroed onto him.
Awaiting orders. Sir. Look sharp, troopers. Look sharp, troopers.
Alright, so I moved these guys around a little bit. I ended up rescuing, or getting one of the guy that was injured there. I sent him back,
Look sharp, troopers. Sir.
and then that got me an extra war support. So then I canceled one of the riflemen here. I got an MK trooper instead.
Let's go.
So that's the only thing you guys missed off camera there.
We're fixing
I had to take a phone call and I didn't have it muted, so I just had to cut that area, that section out of the video here, so I apologize for that. Alright, and then this is having some trouble, but I'm going to need some additional firepower over here to help push this area
Our
here.
turrets are under attack.
So hopefully my turrets are going to be strong enough to help hold this. Okay, we've got that under control. So let's push these guys up this alley here. But once
How can we provide support?
once I extracted that civilian, as you can see by these purple circles on the mini-map that weren't there before, it ended up calling in 2 plasma bugs to start attacking our
Our turrets are under attack.
troopers here. Alright, let's run you back to base because I'm worried
Our
that
turrets are
these
under
guys are going to get killed. Because we are losing our position here. So now we have successfully killed those areas over here. Shit, we're going to lose everything. Alright. Big thing is we just got to make sure we can get the kills before they aggro onto our civilians. Yeah, good. So they're coming after the technician. That could have been really bad.
Look sharp, troopers.
Well, I guess we're going to be fighting here. So we've completed our secondary objective. Now we just gotta rescue the rest of the troopers. Or not the troopers, the rest of the hostages, the civilians that are
Construction complete.
Heading there now. Jewels at the ready.
barricaded.
Toolbox.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
And I kind of like having our defensive line here. I think that worked out overall pretty well for us. So we'll set this up here. And now with those MK troopers, that should really help these guys hold the line much better. Because we should actually be able to do damage to Tigers.
A unit has been promoted, sir. Construction complete.
Alright, let's keep building these turrets here. Alright, so
Alert.
we've
Bug attack
cleared
inbound.
a lot of the map. I don't think we're going to be able to take out those plasma bugs. We do have access to riot shield guys.
Construction.
We'll build one of these guys to help us with reinforcing in case we need to do that. We'll delete this back here because I don't think we're going to need that anymore. We've got enough suppression up on these vehicles now that they're starting to have some movement issues. So I think that's going to just be a way more effective building. Now that's against super heavies, but I'm not really fighting any sort of super heavies right now.
Alert. Construction complete.
So I think we just kind of continue on with our current build. Alright, these guys did take some damage from the plasma bugs there, but it didn't kill them. Alright, so we got that.
Construction complete.
Have you reinforce.
Infantry, standing by.
Roger that.
Alright, and then
Roger that.
we're gonna have
Yes,
to
sir.
rescue some troopers or
Affirmative.
some civilians here.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna need an army to do that.
Alert. Bug
Look sharp,
attack inbound.
troopers.
So maybe after this next bug assault here, I'll start to
Tools at
run
the ready.
these guys back to start fighting. I'm not sure if I'm going to need jack troopers to jump up there to rescue those guys. Looks like there's a drone hive over here that we're going to have to take out. Yeah, this is so effective they can't even advance on us. Yeah, they're not even reaching us.
Sir.
So we definitely should be able to just run over here.
Roger that. Sir.
We'll keep the
Affirmative.
MK2
Anything
troopers
broken?
over here to help
Alert.
with the
Bug attack
Tigers.
inbound.
Troopers standing by.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. It doesn't look like we can
Let's
go in the entrance up there.
Our turrets are under attack.
These guys are here.
Get ready. State your demands.
Our turrets are under attack.
Squad, ready for it.
Infantry.
Alright, let's keep advancing forward.
This ain't gonna be a picnic. Roger that.
Yep, alright, so that's gonna work so we can safely rescue some civilians over here.
Trooper standing by.
May end up having to use our shotgun suppression at this rate.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Yes?
Infantry.
This
Standing
ain't gonna be a picnic.
Alright,
We've got a
good.
unit under attack.
Anything broken?
Stay calm.
How can we provide support?
Alright, so now we've got that there. We've got this here. We're opening that gate. We've got these guys here. Run them back to our little civilian group.
Trooper standing by.
Now, I cut this video because I spent, no shit, probably
Alert.
20
Bug attack
minutes
inbound.
trying to figure out how to get these civilians.
You'll step aside.
And what you do is that there's a freaking elevator flashing there. So you just get the elevator and you take it up.
We've got a
And that
unit
is
under
how
attack.
you get your guys to rescue these civilians. I had purchased the building to get the Jack Troopers. I was trying to use their little jetpacks to jump all the way up there, thinking I had to do it, and all you have to literally do is use this elevator here. So I just cut the video because I don't think you want to spend 10-15 minutes watching me run around the whole outskirts of this whole complex trying to find different past the jump, use his little jump pack to get up there to try to get up to these
Light shield standing by.
civilians here. And so I obviously disbanded some of our
Alert. Bug attack
infantry
inbound.
to be able to get these riot squads, because I need to get the riot squad level to be able to get our next objective, which is going to be getting these guys leveled up to level 3. Now, I don't have credit for rescuing all the civilians because it doesn't count them until they get extracted. So if they were to get themselves killed, then you would not be able to get the objective completed. So just be aware of that. If you are just kind of storing them like what I'm doing, you need to just always make sure those hoppers are not getting to your back lines and messing your units up. Now the technicians, even though it says that they can get experience, they don't actually get experience. So what I'm going to do is effectively just set up this support line
Alert.
here
Bug attack inbound.
Waiting
and
instructions.
let this guy get up to level 3. Because as you can see, we've got this nice battle line here. And once they start shooting, they should start getting experience. So there you go, you can just see them getting the experience here with these attack waves. If I really wanted to min-max, I could move some of these other guys back so they're shooting for longer durations here. But they got pretty consistent attacks here. But I think what I'll do is likely end up just cutting this, so you don't have to watch me just sit here and slowly level these guys up,
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
since there's not a whole lot going on right now. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll just show it once they get to level 3. That way we can start getting our objectives done. Because now all of our guys are gaining experience, so we can just use them to level up here. Because that's all that's going to happen over and over again.
Waiting instructions.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Alright, so now we've got them up to level 3. And our biped's also a level 3 too, so what we'll do is we'll just deploy our turret. And we have to get 20-some kills with the turret. So next time there's a swarm that comes in here, we'll start throwing that turret down to help them get some kills.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
We don't bend, we don't break.
Yeah, I definitely could have got started on this much earlier. And the nice thing with these riot shield guys is they're so tanky. Okay, so that's what our turret's all about. Okay, so we got to make sure the hoppers are dead before we throw it down, because the hoppers will definitely focus down those turrets here. Alright, so that got 3 kills, so that wasn't a ton. So I think what we got to do is wait for the hoppers to be dead, and then we can just throw it down.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
I suppose an alternative way to do this to kind of expedite it would be to dump some of these low-tier units like the riflemen, just get 2 of them going, and then every attack wave you could throw down 2 turrets here. Alright, so now it's just kind of continually shooting here. So that's working out pretty nice. Oh, okay. So I only got 3 again there. So what I might do is end up cutting this another time. Just because all I'm going to be doing is the same thing over and over again with throwing these
Alert.
turrets
Bug attack
down
inbound.
while they're attacking me. The big thing is you'd like it to be attacking the warriors and not the tigers, because I think the tigers are going to have trouble attacking it, but the big thing is they can't be controlled. Alright, so let's throw that down. Alright, so I cut it again. That way you don't have to watch me do this, because if I'm only getting 3 to 4 kills, that means I gotta do it through 5 or 6 attack waves, doing the same thing over and over again. So we'll throw that bad boy down here. Alright, and now we've got our 20 kills with the turret. So we've now completed our objectives, and we have... Yes. So I will disband our civilians now to get our resources. Now it says I had already completed the objective because I disbanded them just to make sure that would trigger the objective, and it does. And I also wanted to make sure it would trigger additional events, which it also does. So now we should get all those war supplies.
Increased, sir.
And we will have completed our objectives. Now we got to hold the line again for it to trigger the next part of the mission.
Plasma launch detected.
But now that we've taken all of those civilians out,
The shelling has got our
it'll
flanks
start
running for cover.
to trigger
Regroup
the
back to
plasma
round
bugs to start attacking our allies more. And so what you have to do is actually fall back to the city center here.
Not again. Something's happening elsewhere in the city.
Head in the game, Keys. We need you here and now.
I can't. There's so much pain, chaos.
There certainly is, soldier. Right in front of you. So pick up your rifle and get fighting.
Look alive, troopers. Come on.
Alright, so we'll build up some of these areas here.
Yes, sir.
Sir, affirmative.
Construction complete.
Tools at the ready.
And we'll then start to reinforce, because it looks like they're actually going to be attacking us from the
Hell.
sides now.
Units of the district are falling further back. I need you back in the real world, Keys. We must
Alright,
hold
well,
on.
let's set up some mortars over this way. And I guess we're going to just destroy these turrets so I can have those points back.
Plasma launch detected. Sir, intel reports a new bug threat in
Yeah,
our
tanker
sector.
bugs
More
are gonna start
material has been
coming for
delivered,
us.
sir. Construction complete. Alert.
Alright,
Bug
let's
attack
build
inbound.
one of these heavy towers if we're going to start fighting tankers.
What's the
Move it
situation?
or lose it, people.
Alright, let's move you over to
Construction
here to
complete.
try to help protect this location. And let's set up one of those autocannons.
Construction complete.
In progress. Currently.
Construction base
let's
is under attack.
get these guys over here.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so I'm out of supplies, I guess.
Construction complete. Our turrets are under attack.
Waiting instruction. Aside.
Alright, we got turrets over there. Okay, I should have had these riot squads over here. That was a mistake. Why is my turret not shooting?
Roger that. Understood. To the ready.
Alright, so we lost our tower, unfortunately.
Bug attack inbound.
How can we grab my toolbox? Just give us the go. Riot shields. Form up.
Alright, we'll set you
Yes,
there.
sir. Roger that. Understood. Yes, sir.
Alright, so now we just have to defend the roundabout.
I've got a unit under attack.
Set up one of those to help us kill the units. Alright, we're slowly getting our supplies back from the unit that was the tower that was destroyed. Because pretty much if you demolish it, you'll get your points back right away. But if it's destroyed, you gotta wait for it slowly to reoccur. So those bugs must have charged it and got the kill. So we'll try to hide it behind our riot squad then.
How can we
Construction
provide support?
complete.
I'll grab my toolbox.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Alright, that should be good. Alright, and we just gotta hold the line.
We've got a unit under attack.
Shouldn't be too challenging. Yep, that looks pretty good. Pretty happy with this. Looks like putting that heavy tower turret in that location was a good idea, because now the warrior bugs are trying to aggro onto it.
Affirmative.
Bringing the peace.
Sir?
Ah, shit, we got tankers coming over here. Let's try to have them aggro onto you. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. That's going to be a problem, I think.
Oh, yes, sir.
I don't think these guys are very good at killing tankers, if I remember correctly. Well, I guess the mortar's doing decent enough damage against it if I can just keep dancing with riot shields.
Riot shields. Form up. Step aside.
Sir, move it or lose it, people.
Alright, let's bring you back to there, I guess.
Blasted cowards! Command is calling for a tactical withdrawal. It's getting worse across the city.
And what comes of all the civilians still stranded here? 1 life or 100. I'm not leaving until we save all we can.
Not mission priority, I'm afraid. But I'll see if I can get fleet to step up with more dropships. And I ain't going anywhere either, Keys.
Alright, defend the
Alert. Bug attack inbound. More material
roundabout
has
until
been
the
delivered, sir.
dropship gets here. Alright, so we did get
Alert.
some
Bug
more
attack
war
inbound.
materials. So if we're gonna have tankers coming for us, then we're gonna probably need
We've got a unit under attack.
some better towers over here.
Construction.
Alright, this is holding there. Let's throw that little turret down there.
Our turrets are under attack. Our turrets are under attack.
Alright, oh, that's unfortunate. So they killed my turret over here. And now I'm in trouble because I don't have anybody else that's very good
More material has been delivered, sir.
at killing here. Yeah, these damn tankers are totally killing our guys.
Alert. Bug attack
Oh
inbound.
my gosh. This is a disaster.
Right, step aside. Right, shields. Form up.
Come on, you apes. How can we provide support?
Oh boy, oh boy. Alright.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's try to rebuild what we had, because it seemed to be working until I wasn't paying attention to those
Under attack.
tankers.
Don't bend.
Construction complete.
Right, loud and clear.
Alright, good. Now I gotta get these mortars back up.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so... I can't tell what that
Construction
is.
complete.
Alright, we can build one more turret.
Just give us go.
Alright, let's try to throw that grenade over here. Oof. Alright, good. That should stun him.
Our turrets are under attack.
He's down.
How can we provide
Alright, let's get you over here to try to
Here's
repair
your rescue
that.
boat
Our
keys.
turrets are under attack.
A single ship? The Federation's suffering from cutbacks too now?
Those fleet cowards probably don't want to risk any more of their precious ships if it ain't part of their primary orders. The rest of the civvies will just have to walk. And we will go with them.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Bugs
Okay, so
incoming on the
now
flanks. I
we
just
have
received another batch of
to...
material. We'll use it to give your civvies cover keys, but we can't stay forever.
More material. More material.
keep our
has been
guys
delivered, sir.
alive.
There now.
Additional
So the
supplies
big
are now
thing
available.
is there's going to be pretty overwhelming forces coming for us here.
Our turrets are under attack.
So we need to protect the civilian spawn points.
Our turrets are under attack.
Oh my god, my technicians are getting killed.
Construction complete.
Alright. So we have to protect the civilian spawn points while
Get ready.
stopping ourselves from getting overwhelmed over here. Really, I should probably just be spamming technicians to help me build more
Run ships away.
towers.
Everyone else, run for the bridge!
And tell them to double time it. I'm not dying here, because non-commies could only manage a job.
Alright, let's get that shotgun
They don't
suppression
teach tact in
going.
the MI, do they?
Our turrets are under
They
attack.
teach tactics, Keys. Tact ain't ever helped tear a bug to pieces.
Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get that going. Oh my gosh. These guys are getting themselves killed.
Our turrets are under attack.
Alright, we're losing multiple turrets. That heavy turret does not have the range to attack the tanker, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, we got these guys over here. Let's try to put it behind the cement truck.
We've got a unit under attack.
Alright, we are losing
Our turrets are under
civilians.
attack.
Let's try to get some more guys over here. Bring you to here to try to protect these guys.
Construction complete.
Does not look like we're really getting attacked from the side, so maybe if I would have known that was the situation, I would have moved our troopers up to help defend this, but we only have 2 minutes
The bugs are
left,
all over our civilians! Help them!
Our turrets are under attack.
so that should be fine.
Our turrets are under attack.
Keys, we can't hold much longer.
Yeah, we're losing our guys
These
here.
people still need us here!
We'll all die if we stay. I know it's tough, but we need to prep our retreat while we still can.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough. Our turrets are under attack.
There now.
Alright, we're losing all of our guys, unfortunately. Let's set you up to be immortal for a little bit of time to try to slow them down. Yeah, see, I should have had these guys moved over way
Our base is
earlier,
under attack.
Anything broken?
and I could have gotten those resources to build more turrets.
We've lost. Our turrets are under
Alright,
attack.
we've got this.
We've
Let's
got a
run you
unit under
guys
attack.
back.
Yes, sir.
We're effectively going to just have to set up a secondary line because I did this
Alert.
wrong.
Bug attack inbound.
Now, I guess the only good thing about them being over here is it is slowly delaying them while we're building more units, or building more towers.
We don't have enough.
Alright, we need to just hold for 40-some seconds.
Construction. Our turrets are under attack.
Alright, let's get some more of these riot shields. Try to hold the line.
Our turrets are under attack.
Oh my gosh. Alright, we got 15 seconds. We're losing a shit ton of civilians.
We're letting good people be slaughtered. Have we abandoned our duty?
Alright, 5 seconds. Who's gonna die first? Our civilians or the okay, there we go. We had 5 civilians to spare. That was a
The bugs
disaster.
are flooding the sector. That's all she wrote, troopers. Fall back with the non-commies across the bridge, unless you fancy joining tonight's bug feast.
Plasma
Yeah,
launch
I
detected.
definitely could have done that better. Alright, well, we got our achievements, and we beat it, so I guess that's the only thing that matters.
The arachnid outbreak in Mahanagar has grown in scale. Accepting responsibility for the debacle, Governor Govak has resigned from his position, placing the city under martial law as his last official act. Would you like to know more? The bugs must be stopped in their march toward the Central District, and Terran Command has the answer: the tactical destruction of all district bridges. TAC fighters operating from the city's starport are already in flight to execute this plan with pinpoint destructive precision.
Alright, so we have to construct 5 turrets on the final bridge, and we have to kill 20 bugs with the M7 Cyclone's booster bash ability. So with that, we'll call quits here for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.